like already having seen the sport grow to now see more than 8,000 fans there?
Yeah, when I woke up this morning, it was interesting because I didn't wake up nervous. I woke up thinking, this dream is now become a reality. It was that exact words in my head was like, wow, this is real, this is happening. Women's wrestling is here at Iowa, and it's official because we are competing in Carver. The growth of the sport has, throughout my time in the sport of women's wrestling, has grown tremendously across the board. As far as the level of wrestling continues to get better, and just so excited for everyone that came out, and grateful for every team that came out and took this up, this opportunity to be here and take on our team, or our team taking on them. We're kind of middle of the road of the ranking, but yeah, just grateful for everyone that showed up in the stands and all the work that went into creating a great event. So
you could see how emotional Felicity got. Do you understand why?
Yeah, I feel like it's a moment that these women have been waiting for a very long time. Just that opportunity to get on this level of stage. Like Marlon said earlier, representation matters. And being able to represent a Division I Power 5 conference institution like University of Iowa is huge. And
they talked about when they were little girls getting started in this event. Did this event make that happen to you? Think about when you got started and you would have such a day?
Yeah, I've been so lucky. I've had a few of my teammates come out, and Missouri Valley College was the first collegiate program to offer women's wrestling, and to have them here, it was amazing, because it gives me time to reflect of what it was like 21 years ago? 23, 24, I don't know, 5 years ago. So shoot, and yeah, sorry, I just forgot the question.
But the emotions of, like, all three of those women are up there all talked about it. Marilyn said the same thing. And is that something that needs to be sold more to get more programs and what it's creating for these women beyond wrestling?
Absolutely. To have options and opportunities at many institutions to choose from at Division I level would be nice. A lot of times I get asked, like, what other Big Ten programs have women's wrestling? None, right? Okay, who will be the next? We'll see. Hopefully someone soon. And then another is like, well, then who do you wrestle? And other D2, D1, and D3 schools, and they've got strong programs across the country. North Central won NCWWC last year. You got King, McKendree. We got tough teams ahead of us, and the women that go to those schools could want to go to other big programs like University of Iowa too. So I mean, they're doing great in their programs. What they're doing there is awesome, but just for young women to have options, and to be able to get a degree at an institution like University of Iowa. Like I've said it a lot, we've got a great group of women on our team, like driven on and off the mat. We have, people on our team who are on the pre-med track and engineering degrees, and they're gonna save the world, after they beat butt on the mat. So.
With all the emotions, set in history, records, all that stuff, I mean, how do you dial that down for when it's time to focus on competing, though?
If you've watched our women, they bring a lot of energy. They know how to have fun, keep it light, but they also know how to flip that switch and get to business and do work. That's what's so special about how our team has found that way to do it, right? Because it allows them to just be them, and we just focus on what's in front of them and really try not to worry much about outcome, because at the end of the day, we're just here to enjoy the moment and enjoy the process along the way and just soak it all in. These 4 or 5 years go by fast, and so it's about being in the moment.
You mentioned on Wednesday that you think you might have 2 of the best wrestlers at 101. Emily comes out right away, gets that pin. I mean, did that affirm your belief a little bit, seeing that?
Oh man, love both of them, Sterling and Emily. I still do believe we have the best 101 in the country, top 2. And it's hard, it's hard to say, okay, who gets what match? I want them all out there, and yeah, they like who gets that first moment, right? It's not easy, and it's they're both great. They push each other and support each other and love each other so much. So
Emily Frost also at 130 pounds really seems to kind of take a hold a little bit there, and then especially today getting 2 pins. I guess, what have you seen from her throughout this off season and then today?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna name her the head hunter, because she just hunts for heads and ends and pins everyone. So that's nice to have her in our back pocket. She's been great. She's a threat, on our team, and everyone across the board. We cannot, we've had a great day, but we're always looking to be better, so.
Going along those lines, the competitiveness, you would have thought that Kylie lost that last one based on how angry she seemed to be about giving up just that 1 point.
Yeah.
What's kind of the competitiveness of this team where 40-4 isn't good enough?
That's just, they know what they're capable of, right? And someone like Kylie, she doesn't want a point scored on her, so that ticks her off, and good, get fired up about it, but also it's appreciating those moments. Hey, you still got your hand raised, smile at the end of the day, took on an opponent that was willing to fight back, for that 1 point. So yeah, that's their competitiveness. Sometimes, if we kind of get ahead of ourselves and looking to, of course we want to dominate, but if we're looking to tech them before we even get the first takedown, then we're not taking care of what's in front of us, right? So we got to go back to just taking it one moment at a time.